Well, folks, it looks like Mike Zuglin might make his announcement shortly, so we're going to try to get a jump. It's going to be Michael Yednak and Norm Pomainville is his name, playing the last 10 o'clock round, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning. Would like to welcome you to the 28th Turning Stone Classic. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and we do have a lot of folks to thank, and we're going to go right through the line. First of all, Checkio. And you can get your Checkio drink at us.checkio.com. It's the sports drink that took the world by storm. It's all natural vitamins, no sugar, no caffeine. Make sure to check it out at us.checkio.com. Kamui. Light-systems.com. That's right, that's light-systems.com. That's the new LED lighting you see in the spot. Brand new pool room just built. Also Scott's pool room out in Arizona. This is the new lighting. It's so much cheaper to run. It's 10 times lighter, and it's unique. It's very thin, and you can put it just about anywhere, even in your own household. It's amazing. Want to thank Mark Dion. Mark Dion's got a lot happening. He's got a $10,000 tournament coming up this weekend, and he's got a busy schedule. It's MD Promotions. I understand 108 players are showing up for this finale, and you too can play on this tour, but you got to qualify to play. You got to have so many plays on the tour stop to qualify for the finale. It's Mark Dion, MD Promotions on Facebook. We want to thank JB Cases. That's John Barton, of course. JB Cases stands behind his cases. He'll rip them apart and fix them and do whatever he needs to do to back up his cases. That's JB Cases. Thank you, John Barton. We also want to remind you, right around the corner is going to be the 42nd annual U.S. 9-Ball Championship. There you see it. The dates are October 22nd through the 28th. Mr. Pat Fleming running the show down there. Over $200,000 in prizes. You, too, can get a spot if you're a vendor. Make sure to go over to accustats.com with the hyphen in the middle. All the information is right there, I believe. And talk with Pat because it's getting tremendous. Pat Fleming's on the scene, and it's running smooth. Also, Greg Antonakis, get your Southwest from the best. Contact Greg at GA9ball at gmail.com. And not only Southwest, he has several other custom cues to fit your budget, I understand. Along with this company right here, it's Baltimore City Cues. They are Karen Cora's sponsor. They are here also. They have a booth up at the front. They'll bring anything to your event from tips to tables so that your patrons will have items to purchase if necessary. Also, ChalkySticks.com. This is an app. It's downloadable. It's free to download. It's for iOS and also Androids. You turn on the location. It'll tell you what's the nearest pool room, what kind of equipment they have, and also information on the players that usually hang out there as far as the House Pro. The other thing is they got a beautiful diagram of a pool table, and you can discuss a shot online or in a forum. It's got a 24-hour billiard channel. You could watch pool 24 hours a day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and it's free. It's ChalkySticks.com, and that's where you can download it from. the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. They're not only sponsoring pool players, they also sponsor UFC fighters. They just got back from Vegas. They're not here on premises. They might fly in on Sunday for the finals. So they were out in Vegas for the McGregor and Mayweather fight. Want to say hello to Chad and Stephanie and Rick, the whole crew. It's the Kings of Vapor if you're into vaping, or the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Great room. Pool on the net. Graphic designers and web designers, and they design, you wouldn't believe it, a lot of your top websites were designed by poolanthenet.com. They're exquisite when it comes to web designing. All right, we're set to go. We're awaiting the official introduction by Mike Zuglin, and then we'll get on board with Mike Yednak and Norm Pomainville. That's the way he said he pronounces his name. Race to 9. We'll be right back in the box. Okay, it says, I do too. Hi, y'all. Only way that I could get into the chat was to log on Ustream through Facebook. I couldn't enable Flash. Anyways, thanks for another great show. I guess that's, I do you. I guess that's Petey. Hey, Pete. I don't know if I missed you there, if you're still hanging out in the chat or not. Been busy behind the scenes. I got Mark Dion on my shoulder. He wants to book me for several streams in the New England area. Oh, by the way, NJ Pool Player made it up from Jersey. He is on location. I'm gonna, this is the last match, and I don't know if he wants to sit in for it. He just got it off like a 5-hour tour just to make it here. Totally up to him, but I guess I'm in the box. Tomorrow will be a very, very, very busy day, just like today. But as everybody knows, the cream of the crop starts rising to the top, and every match is going to be star-studded as we proceed. So we're on a standby. Well, here we go, folks. The opening lag. Michael Yednak on your right, and on the left is Norm. It looks like Norm wins the lag. Want me to move the chat down by you? Troy, you want the chat in front of you?
No, hey, I'm live.
You're live.
All right.
You're recorded. NJ pool player came all the way up from Jersey to pitch in and sit in the box here, folks, and it's a 5-hour ride.
That's all right.
I'm going to send the chat down by you, Troy.
Okay. We're just settling in here, folks. I'd like to thank Upstate Al and Turning Stone and Mike Zuglin for this great event. Good venue if you ever get a chance to come up here, especially it's beautiful out right now.
I just refreshed the chat and noticed Mr. Lomax in the box.
Right.
He always does an appearance.
Hope
What's
all
up
is
there,
well.
Mr. Steve? I can't see the chat right now, Steve. I'm giving the chat down, way down table to NJ pool player.
Right, and it looks like, let me get the two competitors here. We got Michael Yednak.
Yeah. And Norm. His name is Pomainville. He said you can pronounce it Pomainville or Pomainville.
Springfield, Massachusetts, plays out of Ivory Billiards in Holyoke. Welcome back, Gene Hunt. And his
Nice solid control break. Looks good. A little bit of trouble with the 6. Well, he's got more trouble than that. He's looking at this one ball. This is a tough shot. Control your speed. I believe you can see it. Yeah.
Canadian champion. He's the owner of Dooley's Billiards in Valleyfield, Quebec. Luke Machine Gun Salvez.
He just Mike Zuglin just announced a speed pull champ.
Yeah, Luke Salvez out of Canada.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Luke. Yes, I just drove up from Jersey. Come watch the scratch. Oh, look at that. Not bad. He's got to feel pretty comfortable from here. Just don't let that 6-ball location rattle you too much and get down here on the 5 and sweat it out from there. He's got his work cut out.
4-ball down table, the pink one. We're using the TV Aramis set. That's not the 5, Troy. That's the
Oh, okay.
the pink 4-ball.
The pink 4. All right, so that's even better. Either way, it would have been it went in the next rotation, but I'd like to just give a shout out to all the folks in the chat room and encourage you to share on all your social medias. Upstate out over here working hard, bringing you a nice free live stream, courtesy of Mike Zuglin. The first rack's always the toughest. Just starting a match. You don't want to make any mistakes. He might have got a little funny here. This is a wing shot. Does he play it or does he play him safe? He's got a real good safe here. You can just knot him up here. Put him right in back of the 8. Let the cue ball get to the rail. Pretty good. That might work.
I tell you, I've never seen Norm shoot before, but
So far,
kind of
so
liking
good.
his confidence here.
Where do you go, 2 rails or do you go all around the horn? Go to 4 rails, comes through the back.
I don't know if he can get to the rail before the side pocket. Yeah, he can. So he's going right after it. Just don't catch the bottom half of the 6.
I'd rather go more rails than,
Well, he had more than enough. He had to spin a little bit.
I don't feel comfortable going 1 rail. It's hard because you have to. There's no adjustment. If you hit the ball a little bad, it gets a little English and it changes it. Unless you always smash them into the rail. They usually come out pretty consistent that way. If you hit it kind of hard, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to get my.
All right, the match started on time, 10 o'clock.
And so far, Norm's got a nice pace to him. Had a real good break. Nothing too smashing, but very solid and controlled. And see how he gets on this 9 ball. Playing aside. Gave a little twist on that English. I don't like to see that. That'll break down. I know I do. I'm going to start twisting to get the English. That's not good, right? Yeah, so here we are. This is about the second or third. I think it's the third round on the winner side and maybe the fourth round on the fourth, somewhere around there.
All the brackets are right on azbilliards.com. Not only the brackets, the live scoring of every match going on in the arena.
Hey, who's doing that?
Well, Jerry Forsythe and Mike Howerton. Mike Howerton took the night shift and Jerry took the day shift. Mike's the nocturnal anyway.
Right.
So that's the way they're working it. And Mike Howerton's in control of that board right now.
And so I have to, I'm remiss on all the people to thank. You have to definitely thank them too. Then.
Sure. They come all the way from, one from Georgia and the other one come from Arizona just to do this.
Wow, what a love. I think he came up a little empty on that break. Yes, he did. It seemed a little flat. The balls do move around nicely. The conditions are really good with these beautiful brand new diamond tables.
There he is, folks. Got to thank him. NJ pool player. On spot.
People probably saying, hey, he's wearing that Yankees jacket again. Marty's saying they stink.
Yeah, you're right.
But all is well, folks. I'm glad to be back here at Turning Stone. It's such a great event. It's hard to stay away from after the first time I came. The venue is nice. It's nice. It's comfortable, you know. It is. It's a way to put on a nice tournament. Location up here is just spectacular. Beautiful drive. Well, Mike Yednak definitely wants to try and control the table. He's a deliberate player, which is kind of good. Keeps yourself centered. I like to see once you get a little steamroll going, you know, at first it's nice to gently walk into the beginning of the game, and then as you start making a ball, so there's not much to think about. Just get up there and put the ball where you think it's going to should go. You know,
Let's go for it.
Think too long. What do they say? Think long, think wrong.
Yeah.
You got a little rough on this. You just use English and you throw it in. That's how I like to make it. I mean, I guess I think it's the right way to do it. That's what he did. He also gave a little bit of that wrist action, not straight through. And Michael's I believe he's the house pro at Amsterdam, did Mike Suckland say? Oh, he got up on that. He didn't like his first idea. Wow, he really got away with that one. You kind of got up on that stroke too on a 7. If you've seen that, he wasn't comfortable after he first got up to see it, but he managed to work himself through that rack. Ties it up 1 apiece.
It's 1 apiece?
I believe so, right?
I thought that was the first rack.
Was that the first rack?
I believe so. I'll check. I'll double check. I'm doing some work on the side, just getting it out there for everybody. So people at home that know Michael and people at home that know Norm can tune in.
Norm played a good safe on that 5-8, 6-8, somewhere
Mike.
like that.
Mike,
I got him.
1-1 or 1-0?
1-1. Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah, Al's, we have to give Al a little break there. He's pushing everything on social media over there. And you'd think he would have believed me it was 1-1, but that's all right. We'll get him later.
Just in.
I missed my buddy, too. It was good to see you.
Yeah, you too, bud. I know you've been busy. I like the retirement you're going on, too, and the way you're handling it.
Yeah,
I dig
easy.
it.
We'll keep that
I dig it.
R-rated. This is a PG only.
He's already looking for a lake up here.
I did.
You might want to go ice fishing now.
I seen it. It's going to get down to like 30 tonight.
31.
Oh, God.
Maybe we can snow.
I got shorts and T-shirts. All right, he's got not a pretty looking rack here, so you may want to play a couple saves here, I think. Try and mix it up a little bit, maybe miss this rack up, because he's got that ball down here. Unless he's going to get a little froggy and try and cut this one ball in and try and get on this two. That's a real good shot. A little English, I think he's doing it. Yeah. I think he can see enough of this one to hit it, smash it right into the rail, and it hits off the 8. Just hope you don't make it, and you can control a cue ball if you hit it straight. Otherwise, it slides into the pocket. And you hit it soft. I didn't like that safe, but it may work. You should be able to make this one ball.
Yeah, it looks like a real first shot.
Yeah, you got to just control your speed a little bit.
But he's going to have to really amp it up a little bit because the 2 is way down table right in front of him where he's standing.
Maybe you don't want to hit it. You just want to hit it then. Maybe you try not to make it.
Well, he could escape the 6 ball and come back down to the left side of the table.
Let's see. I can't.
Got to try to make it, though.
Yeah, but you know what? That 8's in a way, too.
Just want to give a big shout out to Brooke Myers. He just sent in a message to the booth. He says, looking good, guys. I wish I was there in the booth.
Oh, where is he? He didn't make it.
Excuse me, I got a phone call at the same time.
All right, you got it. I'll just... What's he trying to do there? All right, that wasn't a bad shot. I like that too. Got a little fortunate with that. Hiding behind that wall now. Oh, I wonder how that 9 looks off the 5 as a carom. Because Mike might be able to make this here. We can hit it because the 6 ball was at the corner up there. I was saying that he could make it because that pocket's awfully big. Look at this mess down here. I think you make the 1 and try and come behind it too, or no? Okay, there's plenty of room there. It's got a good safe. That, of course, is a Lesty 9 ball. 9 ball looks not good. He might be trying to break it up. He sure is. That's pretty aggressive. They put him up behind the 8. Put the cue ball behind the 8. Let the 2 ball drift back down to the back rail. Just watch your speed. Even if you don't get there, just make sure you get to the rail. I hit enough of the 2 not to scratch off the 8. Oh, that's no good. Oh, we got away with it. Proved me wrong there.
He got away with it.
Yeah, I think so.
He sure did. But if Michael Yednak takes a whack at this, look at the 9 ball
Oh, yeah,
sitting
the
there.
cue ball coming off the 2.
It's not a call shot, call safe format, so I don't know if he'll whack at it, but he's taking a look at it.
Yeah, it can go in the corner. It can go in the side.
Right.
It can go cross corner.
Go in any pocket.
And it can go up where that 6 is, too. Yeah. Hit this with a little pace, right? You missed it. There he goes. That one I didn't see.
Look at the 9 now. 3-9 combination. Whoever gets to the 3 ball, it's a fight. And Norm right now, the way he's been, I seen him back cutting a lot of shots.
You're going to back cut this into the big pocket?
The left pocket, sure.
Oh, into the left pocket. Yeah.
Hold the cue ball for the combination.
No, it's not a back
Stay
cut,
out of
though.
the side pocket. Well,
It's a normal.
really not, but it
Oh, my God.
sort of looks like one.
Hit the,
Anxious to get on that 3-9 combination. Might have got him there.
yeah, that cost him, definitely. He hit that to the rail. Missed that by, a couple inches.
Yednak will take this one, NJ.
Happily. Now, does he try and pinch it back to the center of the table? Or do you just kind of bring it back a couple inches and play the cue ball?
I like playing the 3 instead of the carom.
Right, he hit it good. Playing with that Revo shaft. You get a lot of action with that thing. I'd like to take this moment and thank all of the sponsors. I'm not sure who jumped in, but watch the scratch there. Watch that cue ball. You get a little nervous on that cue ball there.
All right, Michael Yednak pulls up by 1 now. Leads this match 2-1.
Hey, all right. I see my fellow New Jersey buddies in the chat room there.
Who's that? Scotty and
Yeah, Tippy and Scotty.
looks like Tipster. Well, I wouldn't call both of them friends. Scotty, yeah, we'll put him on the 50-yard line.
Hey, they're good seats,
Just
pal.
don't come over the bridge, pal.
Hey, that's pretty good seats for me. 50
Yeah, you're
yard
not
line.
kidding.
I'll take that.
Right down on the field.
Yeah, we got to. I tell you, as I'm driving up here, you got to, a good long drive, plenty of time to think.
Yeah, no kidding. Try doing it twice a month, 3 times a month. You get to know every dip and pothole down the whole thruway if there's any cracks in the highway. This is it. This is what I'm talking about here. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
I'm curious, Michael Yetnak's shirt, it has some kind of detail in it that's...
Well, he's sponsored by Kamui, I believe, one of his sponsors, and of course Amsterdam Billiard Club.
Didn't hit those very solid.
Kamui's on board, and Checchio, JB Cases, John Barton, Aramis Simonis, PoolandTheNet.com, Mike Zuglin, and Kings of Vapor, Greg Antonakis, Baltimore City Q's, Chalky Sticks, and of course Light-Systems.com, along with Mark Dion. And the 8 ball goes down. Cue ball way down table. He might be jacked up. No, he's got cueing possibility. But the 2 is right below the 9 ball, right at the bottom of this table. Do you just try to spin it back around or just come up and down, straight up and down here?
I think straight up and down, you're
Yeah.
going to wind up in a side pocket. If you can, you just got to control the speed. I think you
don't
try and
wanna-
come
you
up
don't wanna
short.
gear it up.
Right.
He can't even bridge.
He can't bridge, right? I'm not feeling comfortable with this. That's a terrible.
Just roll it. The table's fast.
That was a
He
weak,
went to the other side of it.
nice shot, though.
I like it.
I didn't like the bridge. He's going to have to bump into this 5. It could create some problems.
Well, he put it out there in the wide open now.
Made it a little harder. It's up there. Now he's got to get on his 4.
And just draw it back. Actually, you don't have to do too much. It's off the rail.
Back and forth.
Yeah, watch the 6
Little
ball.
English. Nah, just English. Nice shot. Nice hit.
Watch the 6 here.
Yeah, hit it.
And there it is. He's got the shot, but it's a
Yeah,
steep cut.
I was thinking, you were saying watch the 6. I was watching it coming from the first rail, not
Coming
the
in,
second.
yeah. Well, it was in there. It was in that line, you know.
Not my line.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't see that.
You got that whipper stroke. You'll never hit that. You spin the rock. He spun it, but not enough.
I think I should start studying pool a little more if I want to get better. There's certain
Right now
there's certain shots.
You're like a scientist. You're drowning worms right now. Well,
No,
bugs.
I'm not. I haven't been drowning worms in a while.
Well, the last.
Oh.
How did he miss that?
He's trying to spin it, and
Last time I seen you make a post, you were thinking about going for fluke or
Yeah,
bass.
that
You want to go for stripers?
that was how long ago?
Recently,
No, not
2 days ago.
two.
You were talking with Tippy. He said now.
Oh no! Tippy and I told Tippy that the fluke season in New Jersey, the summer flounder, the season closes because they have a federal law.
Right.
So I said, I guess I have to wait for the striped bass now.
Yeah, it's a good run too if you catch it.
Yeah, we here on the East Coast we have a tremendous striped bass run for the fall. Nice big fish if you're a fisherman.
Tell you what, the speed was right on here for Norm.
Yeah. Now I have a question.
Okay.
Now the balls are Aramuth.
Yep.
I'll reserve the question for
another day.
Another day.
Well-
I only get a certain amount of questions from Al, so
Yeah,
I'm
you better
gonna-
reserve that
I'm going
one.
to reserve that one. I can find that one out.
It's probably a real good one, like what kind of cue ball you
Yeah,
use.
exactly.
Well, it looks like the measle ball.
Oh, Norm. Yeah, but is the measle ball a Aramuth ball?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Full set.
Now I'll reserve my comment for the measle ball.
All right. Michael Yednak about to go up 3-1 with that miss.
That one hurts right there. That hurts you, folks. You got to. I think after a miss like that, you got to come out charging.
Yeah, really.
Be aggressive. Yeah.
Get out there. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let now free stroke. If I was Mike.
Attitude means a lot in this game.
We didn't have any issues like this throughout the 2 days so far. I don't know what's going on. I kind of asked Michael Yednak what's going on with the rack. Is it something rolling off, or because I would like to get it taken care of prior to the match so that we wouldn't have to deal with anybody really trying to get.
And Mike Zucklin's a little stickler about that
Oh,
too.
he'll come down on you, boy.
I like it because I think you should rack him,
Right.
push him up, and that's what I'm going to give you a tight rack, but I'm going to rack him so you know.
Michael put somebody down here to rack him and don't check him at all.
Right.
And I seen him do it. What's this, a break?
Maybe. I don't know. No, he's just preparing for his break shot. He has a most unusual break shot, folks.
Oof.
And also, if you notice his break cue, it's a conical taper that goes from his shaft, which is probably about 30 inches or so.
3/4 of the way down his stick.
And it
yeah.
goes 3/4 of the way down his stick.
Watch how far his tip of his cue stick goes past the side pocket. Watch.
No,
Well, not that time.
you know what? He tried a different break.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Michael Yednak was one of the players that actually was going table by table on day one when everybody was practicing and watching how they break and seeing where the table's a little softer.
Right.
He must have recognized that if you turn the fuel down a little bit, the speed,
You
that you're
make
going to
that
make a
corner
ball.
ball,
Yeah,
right,
you're going to
right,
make
right.
that wing. Yeah.
Now, what are the
The taper on the end, getting back to the stick, that taper that he has on there is to stop his stick from going forward.
Through.
When he's hitting them and breaking,
smashing them?
his shaft is past the side pocket.
Yeah, it's
I got recordings of it. It's amazing.
and I like the smash 'em up break. I think you come out of your
Well, it depends if
come out
it's
of your
working.
shoes.
Now, Billy Thorpe was really crashing him here, and he was making a ball. But then all of a sudden it became sour.
Yeah.
Whether he,
I was
whether he amped it up too much or he had to adjust.
I was given a breaking lesson the other day to one of the fellow guys at the pool room,
Right.
and he was watching. I was crashing him because I like to just hit him in 9-ball, the old style. Try not to just hit him as hard as you can.
Cut breaking or going straight at him?
Go straight at him. He was like, I never seen breaks like that. I said, when you're hitting them great or hitting them good, it's the best break for 9-ball.
Right.
Because you can run lots of racks too. Because you're making 2 balls. You're putting a cue ball in the center of the table.
And that 9-ball moves.
And the 9-ball goes right towards the pocket.
Right. Right there, what had happened was Norm moved the 8-ball a little bit. He actually touched the 8-ball, so he had to tell Mike that he did, and Mike said, just leave it where it is. That's the only modified rule. Other than that, it's all ball foul.
All ball fouls. That's what I was going to ask you. A rule question was, they have a. Can they break anywhere? It's not breaking a box?
Break from the box.
Oh, you got to break from the box. Yeah. Okay, very good. I didn't get the memo when I walked in. I came in a little late.
You missed the
today.
players' meeting.
I did.
So did I. I caught it by audio only.
And you know what? I got to tip my hat to Mr. Eddie Cohane there. He comes out to all these events and plays, you know.
Don't tip your hat to that guy.
I have to because
if you tip it, make sure it's a big hat.
He really he knows he doesn't have a shot to win.
What do you mean? He's going to regret that. You're taking advantage of Eddie right
I'm
now.
not. No.
I'm going to let Eddie listen to this.
He knows deep down inside he really can't win.
Right. He just loves it.
But he might put a good show on for, you know, he'll play good players or great players, and he wants to play his best, and he wants to play well. You know, let's say he's an A player, and that's commendable, absolutely.
Well, you know what? As long as he's having fun, that was the key word.
Yeah, something must have been in the food because I feel like I'm going soft or something. I don't know.
Next thing I know, you'll be on the boat with Eddie.
You know what? I'm like Upstate just brought me a Snickers. I was like you know how when they eat the Snickers bar? I'm giving Snickers a free shot here. They have the commercials. It's the Snickers. You're not yourself. I must be not myself.
But you didn't start eating yet.
I'm going to eat the Snickers right now.
Reverse the process.
Good shot. Got away from that 9-ball. And when things are going good, you roll off that 9. When things, when you're struggling, you get right behind it. It's only one ball.
Solid in the face.
Yeah, 1 ball on the table, and you get behind it.
We did see Norm miss a 9-ball here. Let's see if he can fake this.
He ain't missing this one. He's locked in. He walked right up to that like that ain't happening again, mister.
Okay, 32.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be good to have Norm. Good to have Norm. You know, keep the heat on Michael Yednak, and this way they can battle a little bit.
Right.
and that will be the last thing we say about Eddie tonight.
No, honestly,
I was reading something from the chat. Folks.
Sometimes he shows up when he doesn't even play.
I can't take credit for that.
He just shows up even sometimes when he's not playing in the tournament to get in the box and help out, just to be a pain.
Just to be.
All right, here we go. The inspection. To the break we go.
Well, listen, if you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends, and I consider him a friend.
Yeah.
I don't have to back him up or anything, but
I love Eddie. A pot full of boiling water at the end of my cane, one of the two.
Another week break. You played a 2-way here. You banked the 1, try and get him back at a 2.
I think Yetnik's going to try to hide behind a 2. Yeah.
I think you played a 1 too. I mean, if the angles.
No, he's going to put it down by the 5. I think.
Let me try and play it. Oh, no, okay. It was week 2. That's not good.
You were right. He could have played the 2-way. He might have played the 2-way.
No, I would have played it cross. That was actually probably better. Yeah, play 2-way cross corner. I was looking at cross side. Excuse me.
Tippy's in the chat. Is that Tippy?
Yeah.
I got to moderate him because I can't see from here.
Open your eyes.
Oh, maybe somebody got him already.
Good hit. And, oh, this is a little touchy here. this is dangerous because if he can't see enough of that one ball and get back at the 7 with the cue ball, even if he does, he's keeping it the 1 by the 9. If you can see that bottom rail, you might be better off kicking at this. He looks like he has enough of it. Okay. But it's still going to keep it by that 9 ball.
All right, I got the chat in front of me just for a few minutes, and I'm going to pass it back over to Troy. I just wanted to make sure everybody was right out there.
Oh, that was not good. You're going to be locked up here. This is like prison. Just hope you don't make the 1 ball here when you bank it. And he let it go. He squirted out. That was not good. Not enough thought into that plan. You can make your opponent pay here for a bad save. He makes this 1 ball. He possibly could be out. Everything's open, off the rail. Looks and feels good. You got to make the 1. The 1 was a big shot. If you can get off the 5, all right, that'll help. I think he's got an angle to go to the top rail and come out. You don't have to get too close.
He's just curious of the 4 ball where he can get off the 3.
Well, yeah, if he can stop the cue ball right where the 3 is, he's got a nice shot. Just go around the table, around for the. You can't overlook the shot at hand, which he did. That's the problem with thinking too far ahead. Got to make those balls. Does the 9 count in any pocket?
Any pocket.
Ooh, man. I could snap this thing off.
By the way, folks, this is the last stream match of the night.
That's the key to this 9-ball tournament. This is winter break format. I love this. This is old school, kind of. Old school. Old new school.
Well, it's always been that way,
Not really.
Just a modified rule that Mike Zuglin puts in there with that foul. No, it changed over the years.
Yeah.
But the break and make the 9 has always been the same.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Zuglin.
Yeah, Mike Zuglin. I'm saying.
I mean, he moved with the
times.
The
right.
times, of
right,
course.
Right.
But I mean, for years it's been the same.
Yeah, and I can feel the little brisk in the air. Nice bank attempt, possible 2-way there. The little briskness in the air, and what does that tell me? That tells me there's a lot of great pull coming up. Yeah, we have our for the pool and streams and tournaments. The fall is it's like the striper run.
Yeah.
Herd a tuna run, Everything's big. It comes up. We're going to have a great time. Where to next, Al?
Hopefully planet Pluto or something. I'd like to duck for about 2 years.
Take me with you.
Oof. Look at this.
Yeah, this
He's
is...
got paint, I guess.
Just try and hit it. He's going to try and make it, but just hit it. Play safe. He made
Put it in?
Did he make it? He didn't hit it hard enough. Yeah. That's what I was saying. That was just that's a tough thing. You got to settle into this shot. It's a big one here. And Yednak failed to get out at a nice opportune moment. He left the door open, and you can really get your opponent when he makes a mistake like that. And you can put it to and get a game and stay on the table. It makes it tough for your opponent to start free stroking on you. You don't want that. You don't want to be the guy that start rolling into that free stroke mode. bounce. He has a little room there. Gave a little extra juice. The ball took off. Do you play this in the side or do you play it in the corner? And you play this in the corner now. Beautiful.
Oh, Norm looks like he's on the verge of tying this match up.
Another lefty.
And he does.
Norm ties it up.
33.
Three. And for you non-English speaking people, it's 3-3.
Chwee chwee.
Scratching aside, that should cost you.
11 o'clock. If you'd like to get something from the snack bar, you have about 15 minutes left. They're going to close at 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Luckily for Norm there, his break didn't hurt him terribly. But I mean, you know, he scratched. It may hurt him, but for Michael Yednak to get out of this rack right now looks a little daunting. He's not liking it. It's not a good feeling layout when you walk up to the table and you got a line of balls kind of like together. You know, you got your hands full here.
Well, we got 6 racks under our belt.
And they're
40 minutes.
And they're right in the middle of the table.
So we're moving along at a good pace right here. And give Troy a little bit of a break. He's got to take some photo ops with a couple of spectators, and then we'll be right back in the box with Troy. 1 to the 2 should be no problem. Boy, that one wiped its feet on the way in. 3 ball down at the short rail in the bottom right-hand corner here is the next ball in rotation. The 4 ball is the ball that's on the right-hand long rail up by the right-hand corner. 5, 6, and 9, and 8 are sort of in a drill. If you would set up a drill on a home table and just practice. And Michael Yednak's probably just going to follow through and try to get as straight as possible on this 4, just to draw back for the 5 ball. He's trying to stay straight. He's going way up table, though. He's still okay if he can cut it in. Whoa, that ball rolled a lot further than what I thought. I thought he was going to wind up at least with a foot or 2 between him, but now he can, if he can cut it at all, he can go into the 6 ball here or come back to hit the 9 to hold position and possibly have a shot on the 5. Either that or you just play safe. You duck here. I don't know what that was. Put his finger there, so I guess that's where he wants to try to hit the 8 ball with the cue. Nice shot, Michael. Nice shot. Watch the 9. He found it. Question in the chat is, when does the stream start tomorrow? Might have been asked a while ago. I just leaned over. The chat is really not in front of me. Most of the time I get up early, but if I happen to oversleep, it'll be 12 o'clock, the first round. But I usually turn the stream on about 10 a.m., well, a little before 10, so that we can get the 10 o'clock match. It might not have commentary in it. The 12 o'clock match will. But I always say 12, but I usually get started about 10. Okay, Michael Yednak breaks this tie score now, and he takes the lead once again, 4-3. We are going to 9. Well, I got the chat in front of me right now. Steve Lomax, Troy stepped out. Sleep as long as you like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm going to send you a bill, Steve. Don't worry about it. Tipster, what's going on with you? You go in and out of the chat? Oy. Well, I'll tell you what. Started it up at 10 o'clock this morning, going on 13 hours right now in the tank. And a lot of the matches really, I think 2 or 3 of the rounds that I had to do were like back-to-back. There was like a 15-minute rest period. But Mike Zuglin starts the announcements 10 minutes before the scheduled time, so you really got to get back in the box. And he said, Al, you don't have to really do the 10 o'clock round if you don't want to do it, but, you know, it's just tradition, you know, keeping the stream going for everybody else. I'm going to send Mr. Lomax a bill. Steve, we're going to send you a bill this week. Because you're going to let me sleep. Steve Lomax, folks. You want to see some beauties, some cue sticks. When you get a chance, if Steve's in your area, definitely check him out. Probably makes one of the best jump cues in the world. In the chat room. I hope all is good with you, Steve. Who's that Perverton? Is that Paul Everton? Is that you? Send your number on Facebook. Then we can get some. I would imagine it's Paul Everton with a name like Perverton. Or it's supposed to be P. Everton. I call him Perverton. Hey, Paul, that kind of fits you. Laura Driver's still hanging out with us. All right. The fall ball is the ball center of the table there, the pink one. Oh, that is Paul. Okay. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? You ready to rock and roll there, NJ?
All
NJ
right, I'm
Cooper.
back.
He's back.
Sorry about that, folks.
A lot of photographers is looking to grab a picture with him because he doesn't show up in the upstate area
No,
too often.
It's nice to see people.
Yeah.
You have to say hi.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So friendly here.
What a shot.
Beautiful. It's 4-3, Michael Yednak. Norm.
I'm looking to tie it up if he
Yeah.
makes his 6 ball.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Key shot here.
This match has the ingredients right now to go hill. I mean,
Ooh, he got a little straight on this.
it's been 4-3 right now, and it's soon to be 4-4, I would say.
Yeah, 1-1, 2-2.
It's going to be 11 o'clock, and we're not halfway through the match. And that's the way Hill matches go. And just as I say that, it looks like Norm got on the wrong side of this 8. I don't know if he can back cut this 8 ball and then bump the 9 towards the other corner.
Woke up on the wrong side of the bed there.
He's trying to get underneath the 9 here?
I don't know what he's doing. He swung at it and played the bank.
I didn't understand that.
The only spot in the table that would be not good. There was a little bit of a breakdown there. I mean, not that the 8-9 was a hanger, but good shot by
Michael Yednak came over to the commentator's table when you were away. He stood over in this corner over here.
Right.
And he gave me that sign language like I'm not shooting.
He's not feeling
so what
it.
I told him was, you're not shooting your game. Speed up. and that's exactly what he did, honest.
Did he?
Yeah, just now, yeah.
I think you should mind your own business if a guy asks you.
Well, I got 3-1 odds on the guy. 5.
I thought we never had a dog. We don't have dogs in the race, huh?
I'm not biased. I'm a banker. No, only kidding.
No.
Sometimes I notice Michael Yednak when he gets on the stream table,
He slows down.
he slows down and studies a little too much because really he's a perfectionist and he doesn't want to shoot the wrong shot. He wants to make sure he looks at everything around the table and it throws him on tilt a little bit.
Absolutely.
So I said, when he came over, I just said, get a gear in, man. Let's go. Get the gear in because I know the way he shoots.
Don't be so technical.
Right, let's do it.
You have to, it's like a dance.
Give it the whip. That's all you got to do. Give it the whip, baby. Look at the Nina.
It's not, it's not a one pocket or straight pull. It's 9 ball.
Well, I'll tell you, get on that side of the 4 ball, the 9 ball's playable. If not, it's a race to the 7 ball.
Well, now it's a race to you try and hit the 1 ball because I'm putting you back at a 6-8.
Right. Providence guy.
And even if you bring it, well, I don't know if
Who's
you
the
can do
Providence guy? I see a name Providence guy. It's a new screen name to me.
He's only going to, you're going to hit this nice and easy now. This cue ball tends to want to, if you don't, it'll want to float.
Well, guess what? Todd Nevins in the chat there is actually
Nevins Tools?
Goes by the screen name TMSTER. Is actually Todd Nevins, and even though he's not on board as a sponsor, he is a personal friend of ours, and he's just throwing it out there. If anybody contacts him this weekend, we'll get a super deal on. He's got lays, Mr. Ship to Cash, my man Mike DeMarco. He's not anonymous anywhere. It's Providence guy. All right.
Mike DeMarco in the house.
In the house.
Yeah, Mike DeMarco does a lot of things for pool. He's promoting, and
he's a sweetheart, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. He loves the game. He has passion for it, and he tries to put on a good show for his his local people, and not so local.
He's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot. He's trying.
He takes a lot of time, and he has the patience to do it.
Yep. Nice shot. Makes the 8 ball. That's what happens when you make a good hit.
Well, guess what? The one doesn't go in the bottom right. He might, does it go towards the 9?
No, you got to play this on the side or play safe, I think.
No, it doesn't go towards the 9 either.
2 options, kick or punt. I go for the field goal here. Shoot the one right in the side pocket. You miss, you sell out. You make it, you're
What
out.
side pocket?
The side pocket. The only side pocket it would have went into.
Look how smart this is.
Well, we'll see how smart it was.
Well, better make sure you hit it.
He's going to hit it.
Okay.
He might even go get kicked in. Watch, this is going to happen. He's going to kick it. The one ball's going to go off this long rail where he's standing.
Right.
And it's going to come back and
Ricochet into the
ricochet into the cue ball.
To the 9?
No, the one ball that happens is the cue ball scratches. Oh, almost.
The 9.
He made the 9.
There it is. 5-4.
You called
Seen it too many times.
Yeah. I see that. Well, I know what I see all the time. Instead of the 9 going, is the cue getting kicked in.
Right.
That was a. But you know what? It was.
It's part of the game.
It's
basically.
part of the game. It
It's
really
not,
is.
Not
It's-
call
it's-
shot, call safety. You know.
And it's not like it was no big secret that was gonna something like that was gonna probably happen.
By
It
the way,
happens.
it looks like Danny DiLiberto might be coming down tomorrow.
Wow.
We got the word. So
And I
I know
see-
it's a long ride from Buffalo, Danny. If you're listening in, pal,
Here we
take
go.
your time,
Norm,
please.
Norm
I
to
hope
the
you
break.
got-
A little
have
mustard
a
on it,
beautiful
Norm.
trip. And by the way, your buddy is down here, and you got a room, and he said you can stay with him for 2 days if you wish. So you can be here all the way through the finals, Danny, if you're coming down. I met your buddy here.
That'd be great to see Danny come out and
Yeah.
come see it because he everybody
he
loves
loves
to see
driving, but it's a pretty long ride from Buffalo to here. It's not hop, skip, and a walk,
Oh,
especially
really?
when
It's
you're
not?
Danny's age. You know
I
what I mean?
thought
For
you were-
us, it's different. But he's
How-
traveling by himself.
it. How far of a drive is it?
Oh, you got to go to Buffalo.
Buffalo. How far?
It's up by Niagara.
More than 3
About
hours?
that, yeah, about two
Oh,
and a
is
half.
it?
About 2.5.
Oh, that's a ride.
For him, it is.
Yeah, for anybody. I mean,
Well, for me, it's around the corner ride. All the driving I do, but for Danny, if he travels solo, it is a long ride. And he comes down and he just volunteers and gets in the booth. It's always an honor.
I'm sure his fans would love to hear from him. He's got a great take on things. He's an older gentleman, and you get stories from older people, and you got to cherish them.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They got his caricature pictures up at the front. Rocky Sawyer is selling. You got to see them; they're beautiful. Danny D.
Looks like the table right in back of this match is concluded.
Oh, that was the round prior to this.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's Danny Hewitt out of Canada. Who was his opponent? I don't know. Is that Courtier? Might be another Canadian. Courtier, I think, is his last name.
That's so much for paying attention what was going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm saying for me, I was like, oh, that match is over. You got a little funny on this ball here. This 4 ball. This could be. I think you play safe here.
The only thing is when you try to play safe, the 4 gets down there by that 5-9.
Yeah, you can
Oh, you can hide
put
the
the
rock.
cue ball.
Yeah.
Wow, how about you do that? Give yourself another tough shot. How do you win from here, folks? That's how you do it. You make the 5, but
Do you go 4 rails, come back around the 6 after the 5 ball?
I don't. You know what?
Or you're rolling
Just
this.
making his 5 ball.
If
I
he
think
rolls it,
you're-
he's going to hit the 9.
He's going to hit the 9. If you smash it, you're saying you hit it with a good pace, you can clear it.
I think he can punch past it, yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, he undercut
But if
it.
he would have cut it right, he would have hit the 9.
Yeah, I think that's what it got him. See?
Anytime that deflection off going towards that corner pocket can kind of catch you.
Yeah, it was a tough shot.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's 5-4, and the chance
5-4,
tied
and he
up
came in a
5-5.
little deep. He's going to have a little bit of a little issue here. It's not fun staring into that corner pocket when you're shooting a 6. Although, it's easily navigable.
You know what's happening? Navigable? What did you say?
Did I say that?
He did like
He did back cut that. He back
the
cut
alphabet soup.
that. I think I said it right.
I think you said it right too. Yeah, I know what you meant.
I tripped, and then I think I got through it.
Navigable. All right.
Isn't that something like a word?
Yeah, I guess. X Siri. I don't know. All right, the 9-ball into the corner. Let's tie it up at a nickel apiece, folks. We're staying safe. We're doing 55 miles an hour right here on the live stream table as Norm ties it up.
It's past 10, so.
Yes, right now it is.
A few mistakes by each player. You can't get that. You can't let that get you down. You're going to make mistakes throughout a match.
Dan, I got Eric in the chat says Danny is scheduled to play Shane, so just practice, I think. Well, I know Danny Hewitt was in the. Oh, okay, he is just practicing. Thanks, Eric. Thank you for that. Because I knew Danny was on playing in a match when I switched the cameras over during the break before 10 o'clock match, and I'm not sure who he was playing at the time. And then I had Earl Strickland behind him. So that kind of threw me for a loop. Thank you for setting us straight. Troy's testing to see if we're all awake. He's coming up with some good ones. Tippy says you're testing us. I'm gonna send the chat way down by you, Troy. So it's gonna be out of my control. I can't see it.
I can't read. I guess they're having a little issue with the
first time
rack being a little cocked or offset, and they'll figure it out.
Mike is such a perfectionist. He wants to give him a perfect rack, and they were racking all the matches yesterday and today. Had very little issues. Well, since that's happening, I want to remind you, Ed Ladawi, right around the corner, September 9th and 10th, the 2017 New Jersey State 9-ball championships. We got to get back to the match as the rack has been settled. And you said it before, like a week break. It does seem like a week break.
Yeah, he's not hitting it. Not that I've seen him play before, but you can see in his stroke that he's trying for that corner ball and maintaining a control of the cue ball, which is fine. But if you're not making anything, I like hitting them. Not only that is like if you're cracking them and you're popping balls in and you're shooting well, it really pumps you up. You want to get pumped up in this game. I mean, that's the feel I like to play.
Get in that zone.
Get in that zone. I know a lot of players they're more technical. I'm not a technical player.
And next thing you know, you look up and it's you're at 6-0. You're leading, and you wonder how you did it. That's the beautiful thing about it.
That's the search I'm searching for. That's the dragon I'm chasing.
Right. Well, you had to work for a living. That's totally different. You did chase the dragon. You sure did.
No, but it's such a great game. It really is. I think the people that watch the streams and play pool, they get it. And I think the people that do play and get it, like how much we really love this game. It's like a love-hate thing. We can't really understand how everybody else, like, I can't understand why, like, everybody doesn't play and know how to play. It's almost, to me,
to you,
it should be
like
like
natural.
Like you should.
And you think everybody else can do what you can
like
do.
throw a ball. Like,
yeah.
You can't throw a ball. What do you mean?
No, you can't. Danny DiLiberto can throw from one side of the goalpost through the uprights on the other side of a football field with a golf ball. And how about if I told you that I know somebody that can throw the same distance, or if not further, with an arrow?
And just an arrow?
Just an arrow.
Like a 6-ounce arrow?
An arrow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice technique.
Yeah.
Us humans are a pretty amazing species. That's
But you would, that guy can say it to you. I mean, can't you throw this golf ball through the uprights, or throw the arrow 400 yards, or,
Right.
To him, it's like
it's
a gimme, and
right.
some people just can't do it.
Can't get it.
Yeah. Same thing with pool.
I don't think any of us get it in pool, like get in the perfect zone.
But once they get that little taste of that zone,
Right. Yeah.
you're like a junkie sitting
Well,
on the corner with a needle hanging out of your arm, waiting for somebody to come by and give you some.
I
You
told one of the local players, and once again it was the same fellow that I was giving some break lessons to. He's been playing really well and like out of his game.
Is this top secret or?
No. And he was shooting the balls. I said, you just got to.
You're not talking about Dunkel or?
Enjoy the ride while you can, because once.
Oh, you don't want to.
Yeah, no, he don't. He doesn't watch it
okay.
anyway. So he's an older gentleman.
Okay.
And not that older folks don't watch the stream, but
Oh no, a lot of older folks
yeah,
watch. Trust me.
He just doesn't watch. So
Yeah.
I'm old.
Eddie Cohane watches.
He's old as dirt.
Yeah.
We can always count on Eddie to be the leeway to another segment.
Right. Michael Yednak giving Norm here another opportunity.
Yeah, ball in hand. And,
Yeah.
and Norm came up a little weak on that shot.
Well, this is playing on Michael Yednak's part and on his head right now, and I wouldn't put it past Michael to get a little more deliberate. Since this is a loser's round, nobody wants to go home.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know
And
what I mean?
he just sweated out that 8-ball, that's for sure. Took a big sigh of relief of a breath.
6-5 Norm after this 9-ball.
Now we got a short set. This is something similar now. We've been playing at my local place, Sandcastle.
Is that your really like a home room? Because
Yeah,
this guy, I don't know
play-
who he is. This Sandman guy. This Ed Ladawi, he's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, he sure does. He's got
That Chinese qualifier, which Pat Fleming just won.
how exciting is that? Let's stay on that for a second.
All right.
How exciting is that for Pat Fleming to win that? Not really playing too much on that table, and what a great representation to send over to China a gentleman like Pat Fleming.
Yeah, he's taking his wife, I believe, too.
It's
Yeah. That's a trip, though.
I'm so happy for them. Oh, it's
I hope he does go. I really do. And I'll tell you what, he performed on the big stage, let's say, because, Pat's usually behind the camera. And now he was in front of the cameras and everybody watching. And I'll tell you what, I didn't know in all this time that he was colorblind.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You knew it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And he kicked the wrong ball in.
It cost him a match almost, right? Pretty much. One of the
Well,
games.
he
at
lost.
least.
He lost the match, but he shot shots. He came with shots that
He-
you didn't think anybody's going to make.
He's got some.
And he made them and got position.
Yeah, he's got some stroke, and he doesn't take much time. He gets down, he pokes,
Click it,
like
click
a
and-
boom, boom,
yeah.
and bang. Like we're so smooth,
Point and shoot.
very smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the difference in quality. When you see quality like that of a stroke, you're like, wow.
So now I can actually say that I have a Pat Fleming match when he's playing at least in the bank under here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? For years to come.
yeah, he's quite the fella. And you know what? As far as I drove from here, from home to here,
Right.
he's rode his bike.
Yeah, 220 miles in 12 hours. Just about 12 hours he rode his bike. 200, not a motorcycle, a pedal bike. 220 miles in 12 hours.
Yeah, it's, let's get back to the match. Let's focus on these folks.
Focus on what? The game?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
saying
there's
for
nothing
myself.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with talking about
Yeah.
Pat Fleming or
No,
China.
also the China Open, and like I
Let me just step in there just for a second before you get any further with the China Open. A lot of people think that the China Open that's ran by the state is the China Open that there was like discrepancies, and there still is, where people didn't get paid. That was a separate China Open that was promoter-wise. There's two different organizations there, and they're at each other's throats. So the government wants to get rid of this one, and this one doesn't want to go, and that's the inside scoop that I got. But besides that, I told somebody that gave me that information, that has nothing to do with paying the players.
absolutely not.
You got to pay the players.
Yeah, I think the the one that they're speaking of is not the government. I think the government,
Right. Right.
they'll definitely come up with the money, and it is China. So
But if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. But that's the inside scoop from a very reliable source.
I think in China, if the government wants to step in and just squash any promoters, that's the end of that.
They want to control it, sure, of course. So I don't know what the deal is.
They're going to put a great show on though, and you'll get to see that.
Now Jason Shore got paid. A lot of players got paid, but I think
Overcooked that one.
like the top 5 of that tournament or something didn't get paid. Top 4. That was Billy the Kid screaming like that. That's his howl when things start to go his way, or if he snaps off a set. He'll let up a scream like, "Oh," like a wolf.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, yeah. He beat Johnny Archer pretty handily. You know, a lot of people didn't know Billy the Kid, and Billy's been around a long time.
Oh yeah, Billy plays well too.
Yeah, but Johnny didn't really show up. You know, wasn't really. I don't. Whether something was on Johnny's mind or not, I'm not sure. But he just made too many errors.
Yeah, listen, it doesn't take much. That's the competitive nature of this game. You know, especially at this level, it's not like you're, you know, even some of the amateurs, an amateur and race to 9, they can, you know, why can't they
Don't
can,
take nothing away from Billy the Kid.
Oh no,
he can beat the best of them.
Oh, absolutely.
You give him the in, he'll take it.
Yeah, I mean his shooting percentage is
If
in
he's
the race
right,
to 9.
if he's right, nobody has to like it.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, he's going to like it because he can control the table for a race to 9, 10, 12,
did.
15. You know, he can play. I've seen him play.
9-4.
You've seen him play, yeah.
Oh yeah, you've seen him up in
Yeah.
Providence.
Looks like we got a little. What's going on here?
He might be on the wrong side of this.
You can just
six
stop.
ball
Just stop it there.
shot.
That works too. It's the same deal as he would have had the other side. Same shot. Come in short here. Draw the ball nice, well left.
Yeah, just don't bump that 9.
Nah,
You'll be
come
all
in
right.
nice and short, just like that. Just hope you don't get dead straight. that would be a problem. You're off the rail.
Well, once again, it looks like Norm's going to go up by 2, which he started with in the beginning. I believe he had Michael Yednak by 2. No, Michael Yednak actually had him by 2.
Yeah.
And now the table's changed.
Put the heat on Michael.
Well, 7-5.
Now Norm's looking to make a ball on a break here, and really, this would, you know, you can kind of.
He hasn't been breaking right. He's been breaking sort of like.
Half.
Yeah.
Maybe his break's not that strong, you know.
Right. Like Earl. Earl's break is terrible. Efren's break's terrible too.
I think if you have that type of break,
Let's see what he does here.
don't try and move the cue ball.
I think he's purposely hitting him at that
he's
speed.
punching it. Hey, that's not a bad break either. You know that, right?
Well,
'Cause like Pat Fleming says all the time, you know, unless you're a top player, you don't want to give the breaks away. But for most of us humans,
in 9-ball or 10-ball now.
in 9-ball or 10-ball,
Right.
you don't have to like the breaks, you know, or the outcome of the break that you made a ball. And with this break right here, you're kind of controlling the table a little bit. You played it safe. He's not going to, you know, this one may not be the case, but you're not breaking, opening them up, not making a ball and selling out.
Well, with today's equipment, you know, and, you know, the cushions, different rails, different quality balls, faster cloth, you know, a lot of things change.
They do have the technology has definitely changed the game.
A lot of things change. You know, you're playing on rug.
Right.
You know.
Balls are not, you know, not as, they're more reactive now. And now you have the technology.
Total weight difference, everything.
Of the cue sticks even.
Right.
The
tips, jump cues.
The tips.
Years ago you had a full cue and there was no jump cues, remember?
Chalk, everything. I think they're all cheating. I'll play them all with a house cue. Let's go.
Any house cue. All right. Michael Yednak here, sort of under the gun.
He's going this way. He can. I think he can spin at it behind the 3, but it's not a bad shot here. That's a great shot. Not bad at all. Nice kick by Michael Yednak, showing a little billiard prowess.
Well, he better at this point. His opponent is 1 game from the hill.
Yeah, and he's got another tough rack here. This is, once again, not looking pleasant to the eye, but he's going to knock it down one shot at a time, and that's the way to do this type of rack like here.
8-ball's got that side pocket block, so he's going to try to kill the rock here and for the other side pocket or the corner.
You come back, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try the same
move.
corner.
You don't want to start trying to, if you just back up and running, you want to fire shots in. I think you still don't have the touch,
Draw back just a few inches, about 8-10 inches, and this way here he's got the angle for the 5.
You come in 3 rails?
3 rails back on top of the 6.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Well,
yeah. I see a lot of people not wanting to go 3 rails on this, and they want to go back and forth.
I'd like to see him have more of an angle than this, though, to go to 3 rails.
Right, he might have to go back and forth on this one.
Yeah. Okay, just thought that you elected to play it straight up.
That was, I guess it was smart.
Key shot right here.
Yeah. I don't like to go back and forth a little bit, but he didn't hit that very clean, but it did go.
Here, did I hear a yawn?
Where? Not here.
11:15. Boy, you really are getting to the retired point, huh? I mean,
Well, I didn't yawn.
You taking naps during the day?
No. Naps.
I do.
Oh, man.
When I get the time, I take them.
I wish I had the time. As of late, after my retirement,
Right.
I've been helping my brother-in-law out, fixing his house up.
Yeah.
And so I gutted that, and it's like a can of worms. Every time I touch something, it's just a big mess.
Yeah.
But we'll get them there. They have to be patient.
Yeah. Rome wasn't built overnight, right?
Yeah. Oh, he got bad on that. You don't want to be shooting that.
He's shooting it for the hill here.
After the 8-ball.
It's a makeable shot. He
Yeah,
should have no problem with
it
this.
is. You got to watch the side, and you got to watch the cut.
No problem. He's on the hill.
Watch the corner.
Troy, don't black cat him, please.
No, but you run out of energy after a while if you keep putting yourself in a situation like that. Why shoot easy shots?
To the hill.
To the
Norm
hill.
goes. What happened with Michael? He missed a couple of balls that might have cost him.
Yeah, he made a
racks
few
in there.
mistakes, and
He loves to get the recordings of his matches to see what he calls stupid mistakes that he made.
yeah, he did. He made a few mental errors there.
3 ball went right in the bottom left-hand corner. He's going to have no shot on the 1, but roll out. He can push out here. He can bump the 4 and put it near the pocket to get it off that bottom short rail.
You got to push here.
Yeah, push it towards the 4.
I want to tie something up here.
No, Michael's going to be aggressive at this point. Push it to the 4 and then tempt him to take a shot. Uh-oh.
Yeah, tie up this 5.
Why
5,
tie it up?
5-7.
But
Tie
for
it
what?
up. Make it difficult.
For what? You're not leaving him an open shot. I mean, if you have no other option.
Well, it depends how he moves too, because I'm thinking, if it's my last game, I'm gonna try and.
He's going to try to put the cue probably behind the 5-7.
Yeah,
I would imagine. No, he's going the other way.
I'm gonna try and outmove you in the last game. Although my safety is.
You're like
Very questionable.
Like a striped bass that don't give up. Striped bass give up after a while. You know, you just come up and lay on their sides. You know, but you're like a bluefish.
I'm a sucker.
You're a bluefish. You're a fighter.
I'm a sucker.
You're a fighter for it. If you're going to beat me, I'm going to try to beat you playing you safe. You're going to have to earn it.
Ooh, there we go. Left the door open. Let's see if Michael can take the reins and try and get out here. Now he's got tough go here. The 2 and the 3 are on the same rail. You got to get down for that 2. Let's see if he hits it with good speed. All right.
He did.
Not bad. And he's got the 9 to tick you into here. You might want to try and get it up by the side pocket. Get cute. Come inside a little bit.
Careful, though.
Inside a little bit. He
tried
didn't do
to.
it. He didn't come in enough.
He tried to. Now he's...
he was hoping for it. He didn't perform it.
Yeah, he did try to hit the 9. He just pointed at it and didn't get there. You're right. Started to steer the cue ball.
Yeah, he tried to steer it as opposed to shooting it that way, you know, because he just made the ball instead of pushing.
Now, if the 4 is frozen, he can still make it. I mean, the cue
It's
ball
not
is going to go
frozen.
right towards the 5. It's not.
No, but he can still make
He
this.
might bump the 5 here. Nope. Played it sort of on the pro side and brought it back out and just not hard enough.
You can watch the scratch on this shot. Do you shoot
Where do you
it?
scratch it?
Right off that ball by the side.
7 there?
I think the 7. Yeah, right there. Because your tendency when you want to like easily make this ball, use a little bit of top right.
Or you use a lot or just enough to bump the 5.
Well, I'm saying because you're looking to make this ball. So the easiest way to make this ball is with just a little bit of high and a little bit of right, and you'll come in towards that 7.
What is that book we got there in the chat? Anything that maybe we can help somebody with or no?
Nice.
Yeah, he did bump the
He
5.
bumped it. Good try. A little too much.
Like, once again, like you said, he's opened up the window now for Mike Yednak. I think Mike has to really take advantage of this. You know,
We still got to make this 4 ball. This
8-6
is
and breaking is pretty
definitely
good.
no gimme. You want to undercut it. He undercut it. That's exactly what he did. As you definitely have the tendency to undercut that shot.
He made it a little bit harder. He sent the cue ball further distance.
No, I think this one's going in. This might, now you're saying Josh is on the hill, right?
Norm?
Norm.
Yeah. You can call him Josh. I think that's his middle name. I'm honest. I think
I'm honest.
after a couple of adult beverages, you'll be calling him Lucy. Lucy, I'm home.
It looks like a cop from my hometown, actually.
Don't blow his cover. Yeah, I would have to say Norm's out the door.
Yeah, and Michael's going to be highly disappointed.
Yeah, he is. He didn't shoot too good.
He had plenty of opportunities, and he let Norm loosen up and take control of the match, pretty much.
Well, he's got to make this. He's got to come with it. He did. He came with it. He bent his knees down.
Give a little knee bend there.
Yeah. You know, I really, this is a loser's round, so Michael Yednak will be eliminated. And I really got to give a big shout out to Mike. You know, he travels
Watch.
so much just to get to a tournament, you know, sometimes by trains, but mass transit, just to come to long distance, you know, up here, Derby City, Providence.
Wow.
He really participates and
That's
really
the love
supports
of the
the
game. Right there we have it.
Wow, and there you have it. Norm takes it down over Mr. Michael Yednak by a score of 9-5. That guy in the booth, you know who he is. My ace in the hole, he's right there. NJ pool player, calling it like he sees it. Wants to say hello to everybody back home and everybody on the chat.
Michael,
Upstate's closing this down, and we're going to be back probably for the first round at 10 o'clock. Whether it'll have commentating to it or not, definitely 12 o'clock will have the commentators in it. Possibly Danny DiLiberto will be down later on in the afternoon. But I'm going to try to make it and turn the cameras on at 10 so you guys can catch some of the first round up tomorrow.
Very good. And
Yeah.
once again, thank you, Al, for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Are you kidding me?
And folks, I'll be in dead stroke tomorrow. This is my first match, so I missed a couple balls. Sorry. But I will be swinging away tomorrow, folks. And you have a good night. Be well.
Thanks, Troy. We're going to just run through some of the sponsors and flash them across the screen before we say goodnight. That's MD Promotions, and I want to thank everybody in the chat that's been helping out all day long and in the last 2 days. All the moderators that are out there, I can't really see who's out there, but whoever was out there, for the record, I just want to say thank you, and whoever shared the information. Of course, Kamui. And we are AZB TV. Checkio. JB Cases, if you don't have one, get one. And definitely get this app. It's chalkysticks.com. Matt's been in the chat room several times. I'm not sure if he's still awake, but it is Chalky Sticks. Baltimore City Qs. Those are our folks that are here, even though he has an injury to his knee. And we wish him well. We know he needs surgery. His knee's been aggravating him, but he's still here supporting the Turning Stone event along with his wife, Peg. 2 great people, Baltimore City Qs. Mr. Greg Antonakis, one of our personal friends for many years, selling the Southwest. The Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards. Of course, Bull on the Net. Aramis Simonis goes without say. azbilliards.com. Of course, Josh Hughes. Dan Heydrich of Heydrich Custom Cues. Mr. Phil Capel of Billiards Press. Mike Burton. Here's Mike Burton right there. You can call him. He's got all the Josh cues from the 70s or whenever they started, all the way up to the present date. I want to thank somebody just sent a text message in. Great stream, Al. Tell Troy I said hello. Just came in from Paul Everton, a friend of ours from south of here. And we want to remind you what Eddie's doing. We've been shouting him out. Light-systems.com. If you don't have it now, get it. It's the hottest lighting on the market. And, of course, the 42nd Annual U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. It's coming up October 22nd through the 28th. Get all the information right on accustats.com. ACCU-stats.com. Good night, everybody, and we hope to see you early in the morning. If you have to travel, have a safe trip.